Hello, I'm Troy Donoway, and I'm the Vice President for Administration and Finance. Thank you for joining me for this last video of the State of the University series for fall 2021. During the next few minutes, I will provide an update for the units of this division and discuss briefly some of our plans moving forward. As many of you know, this division consists of 5 main areas: human resources, university police, facilities, information technology, and budget and finance. Our Human Resources Department, led by Lisa Hirsch, has been working on several initiatives related to employee professional development. This includes advocating and promoting the LinkedIn Learning Platform, partnering with Donnell Van Sciver, the President's Executive Admin Assistant, to create a new Administrative Assistant training program. Human Resources is also creating a Supervisor training program, and they're working on training videos to educate the campus on USM policies, procedures, leave benefits, and other topics to be announced. We've also spent a considerable amount of time on the telework policy, which we were happy to introduce a few weeks ago. Next, we have the University Police. Under the leadership of Chief Smith, our University Police Department continues to protect and serve the campus with extraordinary professionalism. They exemplify the ideal University Police Department through their community engagement, sincere and caring approach to our students, and willingness to listen. Some highlights of new projects for this department include deploying a new safety emergency app for your mobile device, upgraded blue light phones around campus, including adding one in the Arboretum, and they have upgraded their body-worn cameras that were initially deployed in 2016. When you have an opportunity, please join me in thanking the University Police Department for their service and keeping FSU and the surrounding community safe. Our facilities are crucial to the recruitment and establishing a great first impression when people first visit this campus. Fortunately, under Dr. Nowacek's leadership, he has prioritized meeting our facilities renewal goals, and this is apparent when walking around campus. This past summer, we replaced some sidewalks throughout the campus with a significant amount of work on the upper quad near Compton Hall. We renovated the Roper Gallery, updated admissions, financial aid, and the welcome room and other offices in Fulton Hall. And many thanks to John Brewer, Director of Facilities, and his team for all their work to maintain and service the campus facilities and infrastructure. Other projects currently underway include the new Education and Health Science Center. This building, slated to open in 2022, will house College of Education, Nursing, Brady Health Center, Student Counseling, and Kinesiology. The project team continues to monitor the supply chain issues and have been taking steps to mitigate risks to avoid delays. I'm very excited about this project as it will be a wonderful addition to our campus and provide a modern environment for those programs. Also, with the bridges connecting Quartz Gyms, Educational Health Science Center, and the Lane Center, navigating between these buildings during the heart of a Frostburg winter will be easier. In the library, we are creating study and breakout rooms for students, replacing carpet, adding new furniture, and many other enhancements. We also have the multicultural renovation that has begun. Once we complete the internal demolition of the building, John Brewer and his team will be working with Robin Winder, the Assistant Vice President of Student Affairs, and the DEI office to design and renovate that center. I should also note that the key checkout kiosk currently located in the Multicultural Center will be moved to the Stengel building along with the fleet vehicles. This kiosk will be installed inside the main doors of the Stengel building and will be available 24/7. Look for further announcements regarding the timing of that move. Some projects that we hope to start in the next 12 months include a new HVAC system in the Compton Hall, the continuation of sidewalk replacements, a new roof on Chesapeake Hall, starting renovations in Frederick Hall, and a new boiler in the Guild building, which also feeds over to Old Main and Frost Hall. Moving on to information technology, this unit is led by interim CIO Tim Pileski, and is currently working on many projects throughout campus. The first one to highlight is the implementation of Oracle's student financial planning in the financial aid office. SFP will significantly improve the financial aid process, removing many of the manual tasks the staff have to deal with today. The software will also provide a much improved student experience by helping guide students through the financial aid process. IT continues to deploy SoftDocs. This project started in the admissions and financial aid offices by digitizing the heavily paper-based processes in those departments. They are now starting to work with other offices around the campus to modernize their processes. This digital transformation initiative will significantly speed up document routing, approvals, and filing. IT is in the early stages of a telephone modernization project. Since some employees will continue to telework, IT's goal is to provide a truly unified communications experience across devices and physical location for FSU employees. I want to thank the IT department for all their work to help us quickly move to a work-from-home model during the pandemic. I also want to thank Tim for continuing to serve as the interim CIO. We are fortunate to have someone with his depth of experience and leadership on the team. Tim will continue to serve as the interim until next spring when we start the search process to permanently fill that role. The final area to highlight is our Budget and Finance group, led by Assistant Vice President for Budget and Finance, Denise Murphy. For fiscal 22, our current fiscal year, we've been extremely fortunate to have CARES funding from the federal government to help us maintain services and allow us to invest in strategic initiatives for the campus. Through a prioritization exercise last summer, the University Advisory Council and the Assessment and Institutional Effectiveness Committee, led by President Nowacek, identified many initiatives, many of which focus on improving recruitment, retention, programs, and technology. These strategic funds will help us meet many of the strategic action priorities. Looking forward to FY23, we are in the early stages of planning for next year's fiscal budget. Given the improvements in the state of Maryland's financial results and projected outlook, we are hopeful that the state appropriations cut we received in FY21 will be fully reinstated in FY23. Through the leadership at the System Office, we are working with the Department of Budget and Management to justify the need. I'll provide an update to campus once we know more about the FY23 budget. I want to wrap up the updates with a project that's spanning multiple areas within my division, and that is the Workday project. The Workday software will be replacing PeopleSoft HR and PeopleSoft Finance. This is a significant project that will be taking a considerable amount of effort from our finance, HR, and information technology departments. Moving away from PeopleSoft will allow us to take advantage of cloud-based technologies, improve business processes, and provide a modern user interface, one that is easier to navigate from any device. FSU is partnering with 4 other schools in the system to migrate together. This is providing significant cost savings and perfectly aligns with the goals of the Board of Regents to partner with other institutions on new system deployments. This project officially kicked off in July of this year. The implementation will take about 2 years with a scheduled go live of both Workday HR and Workday Financials on July 1st, 2023. I'm sure this leads to many questions about PAWS. Of course, PAWS is our PeopleSoft Student Information System. Once we finish with the current Workday project, we will begin conversations about PAWS. At this point, we do not have a timeline in place, but we do have a 2031 deadline before Oracle support officially ends. That concludes the updates for the division, both projects completed and in progress. Now I want to take a couple minutes to talk about the next 12 months. I'm just finishing my 3rd month in this role. I've been able to hit the ground running given my familiarity with the people, the campus culture, and the general navigation of the environment. However, I still want to have a formal assessment of the areas of administration and finance and the needs of the campus. From this assessment, we'll use that data to help develop our future goals and action items. Since this process is time-consuming, I have developed some areas of focus to guide this division for the next 12 months. I'll first start with budget planning. We've used the traditional incremental model at FSU for many years. I will be exploring zero-based budgeting models and will likely be implementing that in a phased approach. This will help us reset and ensure our budget is appropriately aligned with our strategy. Next, business process improvement. This is about modernizing and improving efficiencies in our processes. We will be doing this through continued software implementation, such as SoftDocs, Student Financial Planning, Workday, and other software deployments we have scheduled. The next item is curb appeal. This is really focused on the details to make our campus look great. I recently walked the campus tour with the Director of Admissions, Natalie Wagner, to get a first-hand look at what our student prospects see. We made some notes on some quick fixes. This included power washing buildings, brick entrances, and other small quick projects that make a big difference. The next item is developing a project management competency. We have limited resources and we need to make sure those resources are focused on what is most important. That will give us an accurate estimate of the completion of projects. I'm still looking at adding this skill set to the division. Professional development plan. We'll continue to work with HR to ensure all of our employees have an opportunity to further grow their skills and their career through an intentional plan. Partnering with other divisions. I want to work with all divisions to ensure that we are capitalizing on opportunities to generate revenue for the university. And the last area of focus is diversity, equity, inclusion. This is something I've already started with HR, but I wanted to mention that we are reviewing our HR hiring practices and ensuring that we are recruiting from diverse job websites and being intentional to improve our diversity within the division and the university. In closing, I'm very excited to be in this role, and I'm so happy to extend my career at Frostburg State University. As with all my communication, I would like to end with, if you have any feedback, comments, or questions regarding this presentation, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you again for taking the time to listen to my update. Have a wonderful day.